I started vlogging in 2003, before YouTube even existed. It is with heart wide open that I share with you my journey that has taken me from South Korea to now living off-grid in the middle of nowhere. Started. I'm on my way to meet where the family that's selling me the tractor and the guy that's gonna drive it to our home. And tonight I'm gonna stay at the property, and I'll come back tomorrow to Surrey to get more stuff to bring back to the property. So it'll be a nice journey today. Let's see how it goes, one step at a time. I barely slept. I woke up at 4 a.m. got out of bed at 4:30, and then this is it. The people who sold me the tractor, really nice. They went out of their way to help, and they'll be available to help if I have any questions. It was the tractor of her dad, so there's an emotional connection there. I dealt with the container, so the container is done. It's a good thing I called the guy, because it would not have happened. He had not started the invoice or whatever, work order. Anyway, that's the way she goes. The tractor is dropped off, unloaded. I ended up driving it just to back it up from in front of the trailer. Because after we dropped it off, I drove back to the main road with the driver, Brody, to make sure he took the right road. And in the meantime, he had parked the tractor in front of the trailer, because I unhooked the trailer. Could make it harder for somebody to come and try to take it. But it's there's no other exit, so it would have been pretty hard. But anyway, so when I came back, I had to start it, and every time the tractor had to be started today, it started like a charm. It's like such a sweet noise to hear it start. Like it's a 1969 diesel engine. So it's like you kind of almost hear it at first, like it's pretty cool, cooler than my sound. But anyway, so that I had fun. Like it was fun. Kind of, I just backed it up. It wasn't much, but I look forward to kind of start working with it and learning how to make it work. So the first step with that will be this week I'll start with clearing, like upgrading the road, filling the potholes. I've been feeling quite like there's a constant stress behind me, and it's kind of like two different kind of forces that are kind of fighting each other. So one is like my heart and the other is like my head. So my heart keeps telling me that I gotta do this. I know I gotta do this. It doesn't make sense. It's way out of my comfort zone. It's scary as hell. I have all the skills almost to learn, except learn how to learn. I know how to do that. So, but everything I need to learn from A to Z, and that's really overwhelming. Also, the pressure of no neighbors, nobody around, not a clear cell phone, and even if I could call someone, if there's a problem, by the time they would get there, there would be no more problem in a way, like, or it'd be too late. So you know, we're really on our own in that adventure. Like, so anybody, you know, could come and say, and you know, bully us basically, because who would be there to see what they're doing, right? So that is it's a pressure too, and it's kind of I'll feel more secure once I have my gun. Basically, that's once I have the gun, I think that will moderate that kind of pressure for that, you know, and because there's no one around, no witness, so anything goes, right? Anyway, and I really felt that last week when we stayed there, like at night especially, I could feel that stress. But I think tonight is fine. It's just me, so it's less stressful, because in a bad situation I just have me to take care of. I'm not gonna fight for the three of us. I'll just fight for me. So I feel I can handle, like, if something happens to me, it's not the same as if I'm there and something happens to my loves, Baguette and Divine. I'm afraid of hearing "I told you so." You know, I'm kind of like, it's kind of like I'm hearing my mom thinking I made such a mistake, and you know, like, so that's my mind trying to create doubt or clouding what my heart is telling me by inventing all sorts of things like that really make no sense when I adjust my perspective on things. Like, in the grand scheme of things, this is the adventure of a lifetime, and there's only one life, and I'm living it now, this one, and it's momentary. It's not gonna be forever. So if I'm to drop dead now or in 10 years, it makes no difference, because I can't tell when it's gonna happen. So being aware of that, and it helps me have the perspective where I can stay clear and know what my heart is telling me. I don't know. Leaving now, Friday morning, September 4, and everything's working, everything's ready. I'm heading back to Vancouver. 7:30. I slept freaking good. Maybe I went to bed at 11. I don't know, but it was good sleep. No baguette interruption. So, what just happened? It's divine. What did we do?
We bought our house on wheels.
A house on wheels?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
2-bedroom house on wheels.
What? 2 bedrooms? I guess it's 2 bedrooms. I guess you can say that. Yeah,
It's
just 2
small.
doors.
But it's equivalent to like maybe a studio size apartment.
It's
or bigger.
it's what? How long is it?
I thought it's 40. But
Why
you said
it's
37.
37.
How did you find out it's 37?
It's in the book. Oh, and
you
online.
didn't ask why it's 40. Why you said it's 40.
But we'll check anyway. And it's a 5th wheel. So it's a 2007.
Is it better than a trailer?
But they don't have trailers that big, I think. So and 2007, 3 slides,
Do you like
king
it that
size
it's 3
bed.
slides?
Yeah, because the slides add some space, right? Yeah, so we got it for really good.
It was listed at 16,000. We got it at 14,300.
Yeah, but to me that's not so much why I feel it was a good deal. It's also when I looked, because I've been looking at these RVs and 5th wheels since the spring on the used websites.
Yeah.
And this is the second one that I saw with the washing machine in there.
Oh really?
Yeah. So, and this is the longest that I've seen. So all of that and 3 slides. So that's good. Plus, it can stay where it is until next spring if we have to. It's $100 a month to keep it there, and it's safe. It's a big campground with many other RVs parked over there. So so it's all good. We have that luxury, and the guy is gonna give the hitch minus the railings, but even better than that, he's got a guy that probably can move it for us for like $400 or something like that.
There's tax in it?
We only pay tax if we go get the license plate for it.
So we don't need to get the license.
But if I drive it there, we do. But if we pay somebody to do it for us, we don't. So the money that we save in tax more than pays the money that it costs to get somebody to drive it. My darling, when you look back at your COVID journey, and for us, like I guess it started in beginning of because we started watching the news in December, right? Like we saw it right away on the news when we were having dinner, watching the news at the same time on YouTube, right? January, right? But I remember like it was just coming out on the news, and they were showing us like people dropping dead, and then they started showing us like
We saw the one at Wuhan first, around maybe January, something like that.
And then I was telling you like this is coming, right? This is gonna come here, right? This is gonna be big. And then we started watching it every night to see the development. So since that,
You even look like it.
so since that time, baby, remember my first time going to the grocery store after it had landed in Canada. I was looking at everyone and I was like, does he have it? Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, what about, look at that motherfucker. He's so close, he didn't even, no manners. Right? It was all playing out in my head like that. And I caught myself getting out of there and like, I was so tense and like, I was like in a fight or flight like reaction. So I had to take a few seconds to kind of relax before I drove home, and I was thinking about that, and I saw like, I can't go on like that. I can't play that game. I'm gonna die one day, and if I die from that, then I die from that. But I'm not gonna be scared of people because and then I realized that my folly, because I never really. I realized that this virus was the new 9/11. But with the COVID, I got pulled in. I forgot about that I knew. And it's on that day after that, coming out of the store and catching myself like all tense and like wanting to fight people because I was so scared of getting sick.
You were even taking
and I had my
a lot
mom.
of vitamin C and a lot of vaccination.
It was pissing me off.
Overreacting.
But they think about it. Every time I would talk to my mom, she was like, "You gotta be careful. You're one who's gonna get it. Your health is like your immune system is so shitty."
And I wasn't worried at all. It's just because of you. But like,
Yeah.
I don't worry at all. Like, I go to work.
I didn't want you to go on that cruise, right? Because I didn't want you to get stuck on it and take months to come back to me. It was selfish. But it's on that day at that store that I remembered when I was relaxing before driving the car and thinking about it. Like, I remembered and I saw that this was just a 9/11, and I was like, holy fuck. And now I was not scared one bit after that, and I'm not scared. I'm not scared of being an ass because I'm gonna get somebody else sick, because there's no fucking anything to get sick with. So yeah, I'm free. And that whole thing, look, another apple tree. There's so many apple trees by the side of the road. People, I guess, look, one more. Is it your cousin's husband or something like that came up, like when they said they died?
My cousin's husband.
Your cousin's husband, and that was early on, right? And Divine gets a call and he died, but they said COVID, but who knows? But to me, what I find atrocious in that story is how the circumstances in which he died.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me again how he died? How she couldn't go see him?
She couldn't see him because they're afraid that she will get it too.
So they came to get him at home, and she never saw him again. How the fuck is that? And he was not dead. How long, like, did he live?
I don't know, like a few weeks.
Isn't it crazy? That's fucking unreal. That's like, for me, like, that makes me want to fight. That feeling of being constrained against my will. We decided to stop watching the news because we couldn't stand those lying bitches and fucking stupid asses. We bought a camper, but we were not buying a camper. We would, like, the idea with the camper is we wanted to go to Alaska in August during my holiday. Divine would take the month off, and we would would spend the whole month together driving to Alaska.
Arctic Circle.
The Arctic Ocean. So we bought the camper in January when the virus was still just in Wuhan.
February.
Yeah. But people were, I remember when we were meeting with the girl that sold it to us, like people were starting to be like a little bit scared. In April, Garrett and I decided to do our gun license course to be able to buy a gun and legally own a gun in Canada. And we did that. What prompted us was Trudeau, our Prime Minister, announced that he was going to ban guns, a certain type of guns. And I got a video of him swearing on his mother's grave that he's never going to do that. And he did. So to me, that was enough to, even though I never thought I was going to be a gun owner, but at that time I was already starting to feel that hunting was going to be a great thing and owning a gun might be a great thing in the future. So talking to Garrett, he felt the same way. We got it done. And we got, now I'm just still waiting to get that paper because I can't wait to have a gun. I don't have plans to kill anyone or anything yet. But I'm just gonna feel safer when it's with us.
The tractor was broken this morning, but my darling was able to fix it. Baguette, come here! So he's trying to move all those woods here. So let's see how long it's gonna take. My darling will be so tired, but I hope he's fine. What happened? There's not enough! There's not enough stuff in it. So little, look. It's just the front. Here! Bakit? Daddy keeps asking where you are. Huh? You're here. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. What are you doing? Huh? Come on. Come on. Come on. The tractor broke down again for the 5th time probably this morning. My love is upset.
We're camping. The quad stopped. It wouldn't go anymore, and then now it started, but if I shift in gear it's gonna stall. So I think it might just be a little bit overheated because we went on that's 40 kilometers and we have another 6 to get home. So we're hoping we don't have to walk it, and because it's getting late. It's like, what time is it? 6:30. Okay, let's see. The minute I give it gas, it wants to stall.